But yeah, I think I want to do like summit mainly countdown today though. With Twitter drama. The thing is, there's no drama really. Like, I don't even talk to the guy. I have never had a conversation with him. Back in January, there was Survive Fest. I went into a stream, and then I saw that I could not watch like the stream, right? And then I asked him in the chat. Let me see. Yeah, like that was the first time ever I had a conversation with him, right? I went into a stream during Survive Fest, and then I noticed I couldn't watch the streams. I thought it was bugged, right? I said I can type in chat, but I cannot watch your stream on Twitch or follow. It says you're not allowed to watch this stream, right? And then he basically said that he blocked me, and he was asking how I could see it, but I could see it like from YouTube, right? Because I thought it was bugged since I could type in chat. That's literally all the conversation I ever had with a guy. And even back then in January, right, he started to like basically talk shit, saying that I'm toxic to my viewers and like treat my viewers bad, right? And then he posted like a few days ago, I think on his Discord, I don't know, like I get sent shit by viewers. So I don't know exactly where it comes from, but it's like some Discord, right? And that's what I posted. It's like this, right? This right here. So he typed this, right? I'm trying to remember what I said just before. And yeah, I mean, in short, it just seems to be like this, right? Like I'm for something like Prototype, right? He is not. And then super emotional guy that goes and like talk shit not only about me but other creators. I'm not the only one he blocked. Like instead of having a civil discussion, then he starts attacking from nowhere, right? And then it takes up that I had a sponsor for boosting, right? Which is true. And I understand not everybody likes that. But as somebody that's been a content creator for 10 years, people have always emailed me, messaged me for me to like carry or help them get items, right? And I just don't have the time. I mean, you know now how busy I am, right? So I thought it was just a win-win. And sure, like, you can argue like, yeah, the thing is, I am not for boosting in any sort of way. Boosting on stream or boosting sites, like, I don't think you should do it. At the same time, like, the way I look at it, if a sponsor does not hurt anyone or hurt anybody else, I don't see an issue with it. Like, if people want to spend money gambling, or people want to spend money on buying skins or buying items in the game that is PvE focused, right? Which is a huge thing. If the Division would have been PvP focused, I wouldn't, right? But like for me, in that case, I don't see it as an issue. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. But I think in short, like he's, I don't know the guy from before, right? Maybe he's always like this and not really sane, or like the Prototype thing have really got to his head and he's just like typing all this stupid shit. Because people saying like I am aggro or I'm beefing. No, the only thing I'm doing is showing what he's typing so you can see what type of guy it is, you know? That's all I want to show. That is the type of guy, you know, that he is. Make some good spreadsheets. Not rocket science to do the spreadsheets. Just take a lot of time, but they are really good. I'm gonna give it that. It's really good. It's good for the community. But it seems like he have a fucking ego this high up because he makes some spreadsheets, you know? Like, with the conversations and stuff with the stuff he wrote to me, you know, that's what it seems like. But yeah, I mean, that's literally it. I don't really have beef with anyone. I'm just showing you guys what he's typing. And then you can do whatever you want with that, but yeah. And I mean, worth to note as well, like I am not even affiliated anymore with the boosting site. Like he's linking stuff that is like years old, you know? But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. So no really need to talk more about that. Dude, over all these years, man, why can't like any big fucking content creators, dude? Why can't they come for me with some drama, man? It's always the fucking small ones, dude. Like I should like get beef with like Rogue Gold or nothing but skills, man. I can get some benefits out of it, you know? Maybe I should tweet at Rogue Gold that they have like really similar logo to me, right? Like we both have the Manhunt / Rogue logo, right? I should just like tweet him like, why the fuck you copied my logo, dude? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously with prototype gear and escalation, there's like two different sides. It seems like I've seen some people say that just because I like prototype, then I'm like failing the community. But I think it's worth to note that there is a lot of people that are liking prototype. You know, they might not be as loud because they are fine or think it's okay, right? And also worth to note as well with the whole prototype escalation thing, I think most people, if not almost all, even people that like it, right, are saying that it is not ready for PTS right now and it does need changes. Like I made a whole fucking 18-minute video talking about it. And yes, I'm for it, and I'm biased because I am the target audience for something like that, right? But even I see that there are issues with it, and it's not like in a good state enough to release. But yeah, I mean, apparently he's gonna make an exposed video, so I'm excited for that. He said if prototype gear launches in next season, then he will have a lot of spare time. So then he will make like a video or whatever he said. I'm excited for that. I've been in the content creation space since 2009. And ever since 2009, I've always had people that want to expose me. Even back in CS, like expose me or like, oh, you're cheating. I'm gonna fucking expose you for cheating or whatever it is, dude. And it's 2026. So, I mean, yeah, have fun. You have stuff from 2009 to look at. Because I streamed like 90%, if not more, of all my gameplay and all the shit I done. So, I mean, there's like, how many years? Like, almost 20 years of content to look through. So, I mean, yeah. Maybe this will be the guy that finally finds something, you know? But yeah, I mean, that will be a good watch. Marco just doesn't care. Kind of like me, like I don't really care either. Like I don't even want any beef. I just think the way he's acting and typing, it's just, yeah. I just want to show that to people, you know. He sees it as a win. I think he looks like a fool. And he probably thinks the same about me, you know. I think the issue is that he's like I love the Division, right? But I mean, I have stuff outside of Division that's also like part of my life. He seems super obsessed with me and the Division. Apparently talks about me every single stream now. Anyway, plan for today, I think, is countdown. Yeah, we have assault, right? Yeah, I should sort this. Maybe I just start with summit. Widdz versus Rogue Gold. We actually have 1v1, me and Rogue Gold. When I played on I don't know if I played on PC. It was on Resurgence, right? He played on phone and I think I played on a shitty emulator that was just lagging. So I have really good excuse. Rogue Gold, Widdz, Resurgence. He posted it on Twitter. Back then, I barely know who he was. Like, I heard the name. I mean, he kind of exploded like the last 2 years, right? I don't know. I met him in Dark Sun in Resurgence. Wait, there's a new post on Trello? Hello. I don't like reading on Trello though. I used to use this app quite a lot before. Do you have a link for it? Is this it? It is. Is it on Reddit as well? I think it's just easier to read Reddit. Wanna 1v1 me? I've never been a 1v1 player. My movement is trash. Even at my peaks in like Div 1, even Div 2, like I'm not hard to beat in a 1v1. These days, I mean, yeah, these days, dude, you probably, like, most people would shit on me, I think.
Please boil your water for at least 1 minute before consumption.
Yes. Oh, yeah, here we go. I'm not gonna read all. We carefully read the conversation about prototype gear and we decided to make adjustments based on your feedback. Reducing expertise costs have been present since the early conversations. There's so much text, man. Okay, changes made for release. Substantial increased the prototype gear drops in escalation. This is not enough. Reduce the cost for expertise. I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. 50 reduction in exotic components, 20 for other. That's actually huge. 50 reduction in exo comp. Remove the requirement to have fully optimized gear when upgrading to prototype. Increase the chance for the third attribute to be maxed. Okay, so far, they are not really solving anything. Normalize prototype gear for raid, incursion, and PvP modes. I mean, that's always been the case, right? Augments will be disabled for these modes. Stats will be set to lowest. Prototype core caches as rewards for raid and incursion. Each cache grants 2 prototype cores. So, like, are you gonna get like 2 prototype cores for doing a raid/incursion? Well, it's not like much. Additional plan for the future. Daily target loot and escalation. Okay, that's good. Prototype gear recalibration or equivalent. Okay, so that's good. No optimization though, but recalibration. If you guys watched my video, I talked about that. I talked about both of these. This one I mainly got because I watched Rogold's video. But I wonder how they will do the daily target loot if it's only 5 missions and you have like so many brand sets, weapon types, gear sets and all. Like almost you would have the full world working with escalation and then you just pick whatever you want. That's what I said. I also talked about recalibration, like so you can at least minimum recalibrate the core. Because for example, Striker comes with red. If you want to go blue Striker, you can't do that. You have to craft it then. Same with like Hasberg, comes with blue when you want to have it red. Also, I was talking about talent, if you could maybe recal that as well. Attributes, I don't think you should have to like recal. Then I did talk about optimization, but they're not mentioning that. $40 to $60, $40 to $75. Yeah, I mean, this is a bit better. But let's be real here, right? When this actually launched, it's still cooked. Right? Because the only thing they really have changed is to make it easier to turn your current gear into prototype. Which is a good thing. But I mean, the issue I have with it is that the actual loot that drops is too little and too fucking rare. So yeah, I mean, it will be cooked. And the thing is, they need to make a huge increasement in prototype gear that dropping in escalation. And I can guarantee, guys, this is not gonna be enough, okay? This is not gonna be enough. Like I also talked about that in the video, you can't have lower drops if you can't like recal or anything, right? Like if they barely drop and then on top of it, 99% of the time completely shit, then it doesn't work. Like you need to have such a high drop chance for this, and that's not gonna be the case. Like they need to drop so frequent. But now since we know that they are adding prototype recalibration or equivalent, then we could potentially save pieces that are like, that could be viable if we had recal, right? So I think that's important to think about. But yeah, I mean, with the escalation and prototype, it's not like I've been thinking like sitting 10 hours every day to farm like a fool. It's just like, yeah, you do the stuff that you need to do, right? And then if you want to play additionally, then you go into escalation and farm some prototype, basically, right? Like this is for like escalation and prototype is for when you're done with the whole game, basically. When you're done with the normal end game, bam, you have extra end game, right? But I think what myself would do and a lot of other people will do, obviously on day one, you will upgrade some gear pieces to prototype, right? I mean, expected changes. I do think they also understand that they do need stuff like this, but they just can't make it before the new season, right? There's too little time. It's like they could have released just escalation and then release prototype a little bit later. Honestly though, like I'm fine with whatever. End of the day, it's just a video game, man. But it is gonna be a bit annoying getting like a decent piece and then we know like, okay, you save it and wait until they add recalibration. Like, I guess the plan will be like you upgrade to proto, like a striker set, and then you can farm escalation and you stack up on prototype mats, right? Because I mean 99.9% of the shit that drops is gonna be completely garbage. Being shocked after 7 seconds of standing still is stupid. I mean, I see why they added it.
Come over here, agent. Take a look at what
I mean, it is a cover-based shooter, so it is kind of stupid to have it. At the same time, I know why they added it, because they don't want you to stand and corner glitch the same corner. I think that's why they added it. I mean, I think one of the issues that not many people are talking about when it comes to escalation and prototype, escalation is not fun to farm.
I see any hostiles, I run.
It is not fun to farm. I mean, I haven't played in group though. And I only played like 2 hours or whatever to only tier 6. But even there, like you still, the playstyle you play is like super far back, abusing corners. It is not a fun playstyle. And it's gonna take quite some time, I think, for myself and people to adjust to that. Because we're so used to being so OP, right? I think we should do SHD. Also, like one issue as well this have, right, with the escalation and prototype. Everybody wants prototype gear, right? Even if you don't need it, that's just gonna be how it is. A lot of people, I think, won't be able to do like after tier 6. So I think there's gonna be a lot of boosting, you know? You're gonna have a lot of streamers basically boosting viewers.
Area detected.
Because they can't handle higher tiers, right? What do you think that will happen? Out of protective fabric. Here. I actually never liked Pierre, dude. Advice on getting into this game now, good choice or not? I think it's a really good time to join, yeah. There's so much content. DLC coming later, Incursion. And I mean, yeah, they have more developers than ever. It's year 8 of Division 2, and it's like the most ambitious one in terms of amount of content. If you like loot shooters, it's like a no-brainer. I would not recommend it for PvP, but PvE is solid. You easily get a few hundred hours, I mean up to 1,000 even, depending on how you play games, right? But easily like a few hundred hours for sure. Want to max everything and stuff, and really get into it and really like want to do everything, probably talking like 1,000. They have improved quite a lot on recently. Is they have a bunch of events, smaller events to like kind of make you log in. It can be like April Fools, it can be Easter event, winter event, Christmas event, like stuff like that. And obviously every 3 months now there's a new season with the new stuff as well. The thing is, like, gunplay feels really good in this. Just running around shooting stuff feels really good, especially for a third-person shooter. I need a water, right? Didn't enable it. What I did earlier though, I'm pretty sure it's on. So I logged in yesterday. I guess it got disabled. You should dump a few thousand hours in games. You can definitely do that with this game. It kind of depends on YouTube show. I mean, it depends on how many hours you play. Per week, right? If you play like 5 to 8 hours every day versus like playing 5 to 8 hours a week, you know, you're gonna progress faster if you play like 8 hours a day versus 8 hours a week, right? Because there is new content coming like every 3 months, like new season minimum, you know. I don't have the unicorns for Hasberg. Like, I have decent ones, but I don't have the unicorns. It's just RNG though. I'm not on the main. I think I have crit chance and headshot damage on the backpack with vigilance. Something similar to on the chest piece. I mean, not having weapon handling, it's not the end of the world, but I mean, yeah, you want to have headshot, weapon handling, weapon damage, and correct talent, right? Yeah, I mean, talking about Division 1, did you guys really like that mode? What was it called again? That you did at the pier. That came in 1.8. Like Horde mode. It just got harder and harder. Like, I like the concept of stuff just getting harder and harder with no limit. I thought that mode was pretty boring. You spent like so much time on like lower tiers that were super easy, for example. Resistance, yeah. I feel like not many people play that at all. But you see that often, that people are like asking for stuff and be like, oh, I fucking love this in Division 1. Like, no, you didn't, dude. You just think you did, you know? With survival, it's a bit more pseudo that people did. But survival wasn't played much back then. Either in Div 1. Yeah, when it came out, but not like after that. Slowly just became dead. Main reason being that the loot was so bad in it. You could spend a lot of time and barely get anything. And even if you did play it pretty efficient, it was still really bad for loot. Unless you were going for like MDR. And obviously, if you have limited time, you might want to spend the time actually farming items efficient, right? I'm hoping when they're doing a Division 2 Survivors that they kind of connect it somehow with Div 2 so you could get rewards in Div 2 for playing Survivors, maybe. Similar to how Tarkov did with Arena. Like they have their competitive Arena game. That also is a bit connected to their main game. I remember I did a video. Resistance, I don't know if it was classified or Exos, I can't remember.
Agent, we got a distress call from an agent.
Such a long time ago.
Bell is ready to take you to Brooklyn.
Nice doing business with you.
Did you guys max out your watch though? Or materials from the watch? A few days ago.
Or risk causing potential harm to yourself.
Escalation, they can definitely like make it higher tiers. I wonder if that's something they will do later.
To see you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think escalation as a mode will be super popular though. I think the playstyle overall is just pretty boring in it, you know? I feel like it will be fun to like beat a few times, but like sitting and farming like tier 10 over and over again. Because I think you're gonna be like full damage and then just like sit in the back corner at the corner and just DPS. Maybe it's better in group, like maybe it's actually fun in group. Where you can go like more status and stuff like that.
I'm happy to have made a deal.
But like if I could choose though, I would kind of prefer having it like... I think having like a PvE mode that is more time based, right? You have to kind of sweat for time instead of sweating to kill stuff, you know? But I don't think people like that either, you know? When they have had the leaks and stuff when it's time based, then they had to nerf that and make it easier. Because right now you do have a timer in... there is a timer in escalation, but it's always 1 hour. And you can't really make it shorter the higher tier it goes, I think, because it gets harder and you have to play slower, right? Maybe you like do like a combination of those, you know? It's a bit harder, it's a little bit less time. Yeah, maybe we'll see how escalation will be. I think that it's like one of those things that you want to go for. Get like reach tier 10, and then when you've done that, you probably want to go on a bit lower tier and farm. In PTS, I don't think tier 10 was worth the farm over like tier 8 or tier 9, for example. So, I mean, the drops for tier 10 gotta be increased. It also seems like finishing a mission, I mean, yeah, you get the currency, I guess. You lose the currency if you don't finish it. Otherwise, I could see people just like farming tier 10. And then if they die, they just repeat it, right?
Agent, we need you back in New York. Cleaners.
I mean, that's the issue, right? The AI is heroic AI. It's not legendary AI, right? And they're a bit more stupid. But it's like same with legendary as well. With all the drone spam and shit. Of course, legendary these days is so much easier, but like if you look at it when it came out, I mean, it's fun because it's challenging, right? But at the same time, it's a lot of annoying shit, man. Okay. You see, I'm stacking exotic caches. Should honestly done this more. But I have my stash filled with quite a lot of exotic caches. I never opened them. You see, I have some here, exotics. But I had more. think I opened some to give away, but yeah, I have some caches here. Plan for tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure you get double exotic components tomorrow. So plan tomorrow is just stack up on some exotic components. It is balancing. Never feels challenging in a good way, always tedious like they do. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard, dude. That's the thing. No matter how you do, you know. I also feel like the game being a cover-based shooter makes it even harder, though, no?
We need you back in New York. Cleaners in Brooklyn. We need reinforcements.
Safe area entered.
I want difficulty-free quantity of NPCs, like 100 heroic elites in one room. Yeah, I think the issue is that, especially console, but probably even PC and the servers in the game can't handle it. But definitely console is gonna be a bottleneck for that. That's like the reason why you don't see more than, I don't know what it is, like 5-6 NPCs usually at a time. Because if you add more, like back when the game released, right, consoles wouldn't be able to handle it.
Nice doing business.
Adequate sanitation is
But with how do other games do that, like Destiny? Well, I mean, you can make the world less detailed and stuff like that, right? But Division is really like high on the details. I hope, or like when Division 3 comes out, that yeah, bye. I hope for when Division 3 comes out that they can have more NPCs on the screen. I mean, I'm just gonna go for like a striker, red striker.
That was a good deal.
Will be the first build. I'm also not gonna rush in like making like a full god roll prototype or whatever. It's just like it. How am I not getting prototype fabric? Dead. Like to me, like the prototype gear is just something to work over time with. Yeah, like I will turn in like a set, like instantly. Just upgrade from normal to prototype and have like that as a base. But I'm not expecting to get the god roll set anytime soon. Like it will just be like an extra thing whenever everything else is done. It's just an extra thing to do in the game. That's how I see it.
Agent in need of backup.
Additional progress, you know. People get really mad when I say that, though. I think overall, just upgrading one set and then getting the augments and then maxing out the augments, like that's gonna be doing a lot. Like also issue as well with prototype, you know, that we can use it in everywhere else except Dark Zone, Incursion and Raid, Conflict. Because now we're gonna get an even higher power creep, right? Everything else will be easier. Legendary is gonna be easier. Open world, like everything. I was thinking about the open world. Like, couldn't they have put escalation in the whole open world as well? You just go in here and like just activate it. Like that would have worked, right? Maybe what I will do though is to like do some Lexingtons, but I don't know. Is it really worth it to like to prototype 10 Lexington? Because I have a lot of Lexingtons. Getting 2, I think, is like possible, but getting all 3, man, that's not gonna happen. I mean, I said this before, and I do think it was an issue that they added Striker and Div 2. They just not done it. I mean, they could nerf it to the ground, maybe. That's the issue with Striker, though. Either you have to nerf it to the completely ground, because if you make it so you have to have good aim and shit, then it will be good for like a percentage, a smaller percentage in the game that have like decent aim, and the people that don't, they will get screwed, right? So like you either have to destroy it kind of completely. Like that's the way with how Striker works. Like, how do you balance it, you know? Because if it's not like top tier, then it's not worth using. Just, I love Striker, but it's like it's a set that Division 2 would have done better with not having it. Yeah, that is true for Lexington. Different talents. I mean, it's good at least that they said that they will do recalibration. I think for Div 1, like, Striker was fine, though. Because, I mean, that's, like, their first game, right? But then for the second game, you add it in again. Yeah. But we also gotta remember, right? Like, I don't remember exactly when it came out. Striker in Div 2. I mean, it was a long time ago. Wasn't the game around that point, like, pretty fucking dead? Like, a lot of the decisions that happened with the game kind of happened because the game was, like, going into, like, survival mode. What is it called? Like, life support, you know, kind of. And now all of a sudden it's year 8 and we are getting the most ambitious year, right? I mean, if you go back 2, 3, 4 years ago, nobody could have fucking expected this. Right? Plan is to play Summit and Countdown. I'm not sure what to start with. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on how many people in chat want to join Countdown. So I think it's double the points, right? The currency. And I want to spend, I'm gonna spend like a lot of Countdown resources tomorrow, I think. I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking as well, Viking. Yeah, like you fix it so if you miss shots, then you lose stacks. But if you do that, the set will still be as good for a small percentage of people, right? I don't know exactly, but let's say 10% of people can still use it like it was before because they have good aim. Then you have like 80, 90% of people that don't have good aim, and now the set is shit for them, but you still have a smaller percentage of the community that is still using it, right? So, I mean, does it really fix anything? PV-wise? I don't think so. But, yeah, I mean, that's the way I would like it as well. But does it really make sense if you do it? I don't think so. Because you're fucking... you're making Striker unplayable for a lot of people. But maybe that could be fine too. I mean, you have a set like tipping scales where you don't need to hit the bullets. I don't know exactly how much worse it is than Striker, but...
The harder we work,
yeah.
the better the gear works. It's that simple.
Anybody in chat want to play... Countdown? Otherwise I go Summit. I will do both though, but... Yeah, I mean, that's how Striker was when it came out, right? That you would lose stacks. When Striker came to the game first, it was not that good.
Detected.
I think you lost a shit ton of stacks and stuff. I don't remember exactly how it worked, but you lost stacks for sure. If you missed. And it was not really viable, I think. A resurgence on Tuesday. But let's do a countdown first. Countdown or two. I check the event. Need to fix this as well today. I mean, I want to stream tomorrow / the weekend, but I'm not sure. It depends. Depends, because I think I do have plans for the weekend. But if I don't, I definitely want to play. But yeah, if you guys want to join Countdown, I don't care what gear and shit you have. Just try your best. Just type or you play and I can invite. In the clan or friend list, you can just join. Any mention of gear mods getting increased at all? No. I would love to see like exotic gear mods. I thought that would be something we would get this year. Like exotic gear mods. Would have been pretty cool. You could make like exotic gear mods. Either they would have a different type of stats, like I don't know, auto cover, armor damage, which will be hella fucking strong. Or you could have them be like similar to the augments, I guess. Can't join since you're in a raid. It's usually pretty buggy in Countdown, so I don't know if
A clan member has joined
less
your
than 3
team.
got the invite. Might just restart the group.
You have
It
left
works
the group.
better.
You have been promoted to group leader. Another agent is now in your group.
Just join me, Horix. Regulus headhunting exist. Yeah, I mean, you still have what I think is better, being harvest determined. Like better in that sense that it's faster, it doesn't require good aim at all. Sure, like if you really sweat, like Regulus is gonna be better, right? But then you need to hit head. Regulus is so fucking fast. Regulus. Harvest with determined is so fucking fast to farm with. That like I don't see a reason to really use Regulus. Anybody else wanna join? I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Then we'll do Countdown.
The base of operations is on high alert. Civilians must undergo a body search to gain access to the safe area.
This t-shirt hella clean though. It's not as clean as the other one, but it's pretty clean. Look. I prefer the other one which is not the normal logo, but it's like just the skull kind of. What else wanted to join? Okay, let's go. Dude, I'm hoping with crossplay that more people want to play it.
You have left the group.
Want a new countdown map?
A clan member has
I
joined
can
your
understand that, but I don't know.
team. Another agent has joined your group.
Will it really change that much though? Like, it would be fun for a little bit, but I mean, eventually it would just be the same thing anyway, right? Because countdown is so easy. I would be up for it if it would be like a harder countdown, you know, maybe more mechanics and a bit more challenging. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of resources, I think. I mean, 100% I agree. Like, the tournament should... I don't think I'm matchmaking. The tournament should not be in the game for sure. Like, it's too good. I think we had it for way too fucking long. I think it would be a good thing for the game to take it away. But I also do know that people that play on controller would be really sad if it would go away. So it's like that. I think we had our fun with the tournament, and it would definitely be better for the builds when it comes to one-shot builds to not have the tournament, especially when it comes to exotics and stuff. I think Headhunter is fine. I think you just remove the tournament. But at this point in the game, you know, I think we just have to accept it that it is that strong. I mean, the issue with Division 2, I think,
In your group.
like, developers are just training the community. For example, with how you get gear, for example, right? That's one example. We've been trained to go into countdown, put on target loot, get a mediocre piece that's not even that great, recalibrate it, optimize it, and bam, you have a god roll. Same way that there's no nerfs in Division 2, really, when it comes to gear, really. They don't really dare to nerf anything, unless they really, really have to. I think the game overall, if it would have a balancing pass every season, nerfs and buffs, I think we would have a
Communication relay.
more balanced and more enjoyable build diversity, right?
Taking the power plant. Not sure what they're trying to do
But
with
like,
the
as soon as
nuclear reactor, but
the
they
word
found
nerf
safety
is
protocols.
mentioned, the
plant is
community
taking
goes
off.
bananas. Which is understandable. But I do think
Remove the virus from the
end of
control
the, like,
servers and
every new
restore calm.
season should have a smaller balance overhaul, where you nerf stuff that is too strong and buff stuff that is too weak, and then everybody know that every new season there will be balancing, right? So then it's not a surprise.
Safety protocol.
You can play your build for a whole season, but not, when a new season comes, there's gonna be a little bit of balancing, right? And I think most people would be okay with that. As long as you know that that is like a thing. I think it's when it comes unexpected and you've been farming for a build and then it gets nerfed instantly, I think that's what people have the most issue with, right? Like, it's never fun to like farm a build and then you get it and then it gets nerfed. But if you are aware that it is gonna be a balance overhaul like every season, I think that would be okay. Or am I wrong? And before I read the people saying that PvE is just AI, you don't need to have balance, I still think you do. It's a healthy thing for the game overall to have try to have it as balanced as possible. Some stuff will always be better than other and always be like more meta than other stuff, but trying to strive for good balance, it's a good. If everything is OP, like, then you have an issue that everything in the game is too easy, right? Even if it's only PvE, I still think balancing is important.
System activated. Agent down.
Wait, I have vigilance? Oh. Fuck. We're not gonna be able to do this with prototype. Wonder if they will add the...
An agent is no longer in your group.
The people leaving, dude. Wonder if they will add the expertise to travel. Otherwise, I will be missing those unless I actually run them anyway. Some armor. How are you doing? What's your final thoughts after Pete is with the prototype and escalation? Yeah, but I think Determined overall is just extremely fucking strong. Like, I think it's too strong.
Shade tech detected.
Like, it's not even supposed to work the way it works, right? Like, it was not intended to work this way. It's too strong. It's a fun talent, but yeah. I don't think it will change, but I think it should. End of the day, like, I'm fine with whatever, you know? Not the end of the world. But it does make, like, other exotics, for example, like Shroud and regulars, like, to me, those guns, like, I don't need to use them because the trumpet is in the game, you know? That's how I see it.
Hostile striker drone detected. Hostile assault turret detected.
But hard to fix it, I don't know. I think they just give up on fixing it. I farm Asper or should I farm mods?
High-risk target approaching. Area secure. Ten minutes to lockdown. Evacuate the facility.
To override safety protocols, eliminate security breach. Failure
I think the reason they never really announced it or talked about it before is because they knew that they would get backlash with it. 100%. I mean, everybody fucking knows that the community would go insane with that. I think that's why they literally, like, never showed or talked about it before PTS, because they knew they would get backlash. As I said before, like, the community is trained with the way current way to farm gear, right? Target loot it, get the drop. It's not even that good. Recalibrate, optimize, bam, got roll. And this is like completely RNG based. And obviously, like, I am for a system like that, but I don't think it's good in the current way it works. It's too much RNG. And then as well, like, the system is meant to be something to do when you're done with the current endgame we have, right? Then you have this extra type of endgame with escalation and prototype here, right? Like, unless you're that point in the game, then you don't really have to worry about it too much. Yeah, you can still get some prototype gear and try for it, but I mean, you probably have other stuff you should focus on first. And that's not me saying like, oh, this is made for grinders, this is like the end game after the end game. I mean, that's literally like the developer's intention. But don't get mad at me for saying it. I'm just telling you guys what it is. You know? See that a lot. Like, it was not me that crafted, like, that made escalation and prototype here, okay? I'm just telling you what it is. And what they're thinking with it is, you know? Reading a lot of YouTube comments and stuff like that, and people get mad at me for some fucking reason. I'm literally just saying what their intention with it is. It's literally meant for endgame when you're done with the current endgame. That's what it is. So if you're not done with the current endgame and you go and play that, then of course, like, it's not gonna make any fucking sense.
High value target detected.
Yeah, retaliation gonna be nice. I haven't tried it though with the Black Tusk. Matchmaking and longer ones, like able to do more of them. That's gonna be really good. Like, retaliation, in my opinion, is the best fucking activity in the game. Like, you get everything, and this is gonna make it even better. Like, it's gonna be so fucking good. Countdown is good for slacking, but if you wanna like actually like sweat a bit and like be efficient, then you should be in retaliation. Especially if you don't have all exotic blueprints, you don't have all name blueprints, right? Like, you get SHD, you get target loot, which in my sense last year when I tested it, I got more target loot from retaliation than countdown. So like, every single thing is just better, bro. If you can keep the pace that fast, which most people, especially newer players, will not be able to do, but it is still really worth to do. It gives you literally everything. I haven't tried retaliation. Wait, I'll get my popcorn shredder for that window.
Agent, head to the administration building.
Getting back into the game, I was a year 1 to 3 and played Division 1, but I'm looking for communities to learn from / play with. There's a bunch of like Discord servers. You know, you have my Discord that is completely dead almost. You have the official Division 2 Discord. I think GC Rock is doing a lot of raids. I'm trying to get in on those. I mean, currently right now I'm playing with viewers if people want to play. Yeah, probably Discord is a good way.
Agent, you've reached the administration building. I need you to fix the comms.
Just notice I have my speakers on. Summit, I think it's good like for a legendary quality loot, but even then the quantity is so low. I wish like Summit would have gotten a buff, to be honest. Be more on par with Countdown. I play a lot of Summit, but that's because I'm going for accommodation. That's like the only reason I'm really playing it. Because I'm going for the last 2 accommodations in the game that I don't have. So that's why you see me do Summit. I mean, I think this whole prototype thing is fine, that people having discussions. I mean, what I don't think is fine is when people get too emotional, and instead of having a civilized discussion, they just start insulting and going fucking insane like that, you know. Like, you see that a lot in the community. A lot of people can't have proper discussions.
Nice job. You're a pro. Now, just need you to find another server.
I mean, the same thing when I made the 18-minute video basically saying that prototype escalation is not ready in its current form.
Target approaching.
And people watch it, some, not everyone, but a few watch it. And since they don't like the system, then they will comment in the comment section that I'm a fucking idiot and like random insults. Even though I'm saying that I'm for it, but it's not ready, right? It's like they hear, as long as some people hear one thing that they don't agree with, then they don't agree with anything that you say, even though like they do, you know? Happens a lot, especially in dramas as well.
Whoever said tech support was boring. One more server and you can reboot the
I
system.
think seasonal characters, I mean, there was a lot of talk about that. I don't think people were like that crazy with that though. I don't know. But expertise was the same thing though, right? When they announced expertise, right? Wasn't it just as bad? Maybe not as bad, but pretty similar, right? I tell you this, like you announce anything in Division that requires like a long-term farm and you're gonna... The community is gonna be in uproar. Because the game have basically teach you that you don't really need to put too much farm into the game, right? Most of the stuff is hella easy to obtain these days. So obviously if you then tell people you have to do a lot of stuff now and even make a farm that is impossible to complete, then yeah, you're gonna get the uproar. But I also do think, like always when there is stuff like this, I mean, it doesn't matter what they do really. Yeah, this is like a lot of talks, but most of the time there's always a few people that are really vocal. No matter what it is. There's always a minority that is extremely vocal. Which is a good and a bad thing, right?
System rebooted. Communications restored.
I mean, the PTS is there for us to test and talk about it and improve it. The stuff that they want to do for the game, right? But then you need to have discussions that actually lead somewhere. Just being emotional and like slurring and talking shit about everyone to each other makes no fucking sense.
Damn it, we lost the plant. We'll need a team of engineers to get it back online.
Then it doesn't really lead anywhere.
When you're ready to come home, shoot off a flare.
It's a really good way to like shit talk and like slur and like insult, especially on developers that are active. I would assume that have been happening, and that is like the stupidest thing you can ever do, in my opinion. Like the few devs that are actually like active on like, I don't know, Twitter, Reddit, or comes into the streams, because they don't have to do that, right? Like they do that on like they do that as an additional thing. They don't have to do that at all, right? But so some people are too emotional and just like go ham for no reason. Like instead of having a proper discussion, they would just like bash the dev. If you do that enough times, then the developer will not be on Twitter, not on Reddit or on the stream, right? It's just a big fucking loss. Because some people can't control their feelings.
Hostile restore hive detected. System malfunctioning.
that guy doing?
System back online.
The fact that he didn't shoot earlier, what?
Assistance.
Oh, the shot. But yeah, I'm not really... I have no clue about Destiny, but I had Destiny 2. I've been doing like similar stuff, right? With some similar stuff to Prototype Escalation. And the community didn't take that well either. And is that the reason people don't play Destiny now, or what? Because if that's the case, then it's pretty funny that Division 2 is doing the same thing. I don't think it will have that negative impact though. I think most people just... Yeah, they might not like it, but they will still play and they will see how it is. Maybe just ignore the system completely. Or just like use it bare minimum.
Helo inbound to your location. Hold tight.
Don't see the downside in the concept of Prototype. I do understand the crit. I mean, the issue is that people are trained with this current system we have, right? And then they add this RNG system reminding more of early day Division 2. I mean, even harsher. The thing is, like, majority of players I think are fine with how the game is right now. But then, of course, you have, I don't know how many, let's say 10%, maybe even more, that would like to have a bit more challenge and have something else to farm for, right? And they wanted to make something for those people. And instead of resetting everybody's gear progression, right, they go with this Prototype. Similar to when they did Expertise, right? Also, like, add some long-term grind that don't nullify your gear. They could have just like waited for the DLC and just up the level to 50 instead, right? And make all your gear fucking dog shit. Personally, I would have preferred that.
People in this region are gonna be hurting.
I would have preferred
No
that.
power, no electricity. No
Most people
electricity,
wouldn't.
No heat. We need to find a way to
But
fix
thank
this.
God, dude, if we would get a level 50, make all the gear useless, I can finally get some space in my stash, dude. But that would have been even worse, right?
Safe area entered.
But I think that's why they made Expertise, and that's why they made Prototype, right? I mean, I was like Expertise. I was one level below the highest Expertise for like so long, over a year. I could have maxed it out, but I didn't. Because I felt like, okay, when my Expertise is max, then I'm done with the game, you know? Like, I didn't want to get max because then I have nothing else to go for. Now, I've been 30 for a long time, though, but like... I like kept the 1-2 levels below the highest for like over a year because I didn't want to max it out because of that reason. Game is too easy. I have gear to make it more easy, but you need to grind tedious mode for it. Yeah, I mean, the gear is kind of made for the mode, right? Yeah, there is a lot of flaws with this for sure. Like, the main reason I'm for it is just because it gives us more stuff to do in the game. And I like RNG. I like looters that have RNG, right? I prefer the old Division 2 system instead of what we have right now. It wasn't perfect. I think you need to find a middle ground, though, for Division 3. Between Gear 1.0 and Gear 2.0. But I like RNG. I like stuff that is hard to get. I especially like when gear is not 100% identical. Like it was in Gear 1.0. You could have a build concept, you can make it really freaking equal, but it will still be a little bit different. Like, I personally like those systems. And it's not even that I play that much, because I don't. Yeah, I play a lot when there's stuff to do, like when a new season drops and there's drops and shit in the game. Otherwise, I don't really, like, I don't play this game 5 hours every day. So it's not like with Escalation and Prototype coming that I'm gonna sit and farm Escalation 5 hours every day. No, it's like I will do this stuff like usual. No, now there's now there's nothing to do. Oh, I can farm some Escalation, you know. Like, I'm not looking to like max god roll Prototype gear. Like, try to do that fast. Like, yeah, it's like over time we'll get better. Because I don't even think I will enjoy like farming Escalation, if I'm being honest. I mean, I haven't tried in group. I feel like it will be the most fun in group. Discord's going hot. Why? Should I do a summit, or you guys want to do another countdown? And the countdown enjoyers. And I think that also, like going back to Prototype, like why you see content creators being happy about it. It's basically because of that. Same with some veteran players as well that enjoy it. Yeah, we see that it's not perfect and it needs changes, right? But like a lot of people are just starving for something to do when you're done with the season. We should rebalance all content, summit, descent, countdown. Yeah, the thing is, I mean, they know that they have a lot of stuff in the game that could need balancing and changes. But it's just video games, dude. Like, new stuff is what people want, right? If they make another patch like Resolve, that patch or update would do way worse than a new update, right? With new exciting stuff. I mean, that's the issue. It would be nice now that they have so much more developers, if they can put like maybe one guy to slowly work and like rebalance stuff with maybe the help of the community, ETF and stuff like that, right? Because yeah, True Patriot, it's a cool set, but it's like nowhere fucking balanced for it to actually be good, right? You have Descent, for example, you can make some really small tweaks that would make the mode so much better. Summit, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the game. The game have so much fucking stuff now. And some stuff, some gear, you need some smaller tweaks, and the experience or the piece or whatever would be working so much better, right? I will do like a summit. Thing is, I need to get this HD though. Anybody else need SHD? I can do we can do some classified. Yeah, it's SHD level. I just wanna make sure I get this one out of the way. Plan is to stream either tomorrow or during the weekend, but I'm not sure if my schedule allows it. I just want to make sure I get the mask. Why is it turned? I get off because of countdown. Do you know how this farm works, Proclaimed? You need to have year 1 pass as well. We gotta wait for 20 gamers. Eighteen SHD. What are the actual challenges though? You get 4 stars for that. 200. I mean, I can get this one for free, basically. These two. 200 is quite a lot, though. At least that one I get for free. I don't want to run thermal then. Watch news on X for Division 2. You mean the PTS info or?
Entering safe area.
Hilarious. But yeah, I will do a few rounds of this. And we can go summit or countdown. Probably should just do countdown.
Safe area.
But I mean, I'm slowly working on, we gotta get all the goddamn accommodations. So I have 2 left, right? And both of them are summit. This one being so damn slow. You need to open the crate. You get to open a crate every 3 floors. So it's minimum 900 crates. And I have probably missed to open, like, I usually don't open them. So I should have probably have like 180 by now, 150 at least, maybe more. So that one is grindy, easy but grindy. And I have this. So 70, 81 challenges, right? So that one, not too far away. And then I have every single accommodation. Yeah, I went through the PTS discussion. Didn't read it all, but just what they're changing. It's good, but it's not enough. But at least now we know there's like a recalibration thing coming. You gotta keep that in mind when you're farming for... when you get proto gear, right? That you can recal it probably. I mean, I'm planning to make a video tomorrow, so I probably like add that in that video. Just I want to make just a quick video about exotic components, because tomorrow it's a good time to farm it. Because I think I'm 99% sure that tomorrow, if you deconstruct the exotic, you get 2 components, right? Last month I start farming Dark Zone achievements. Which one is it for Dark Zone achievements? So I had I never cared about accommodations. But then I started just because nothing else to do in the game, right? And I don't think I had anything left in Dark Zone. Do you think of how they at least made raids useful with prototype cores? I mean, that's nice. But is it gonna be efficient though, you know? They said 1 cache will have 2 prototype cores. Do you get 1 cache for completing a raid / incursion? To me, that sounds not much at all. Better than nothing, but... Yeah, we went through it earlier, David. I think it will still be too little drops when it comes to prototype. The thing with prototype and escalation, guys, don't flip out on me, right? According to the developers, the addition of escalation and prototype, they are tied together, right? That's the point. You play escalation, then you need to have prototype gear. You don't need to, you can play it without. But escalation will, tier 10 is like 800% more HP and armor and shit like that. So that's where that's where they want you to use the prototype gear. If you can get prototype gear outside of escalation, then it's not tied together in the way they are thinking, right? Instead of upping to 50 gear score or level 50 and make all the gear obsolete, they're adding this so you can play escalation, progress through there, get better gear, and progress more in escalation, right? That is like how they are thinking. To add in a new gear to go for and harder challenge for the people that want to, right? That's how they are thinking, okay? Don't get mad at me for just delivering the message, okay? I would like to see prototype drop in Dark Zone. I think that would make Dark Zone alive again. You start doing that, and you might actually have to like add it in raid and stuff like that, and then yeah, then the kind of concept of it why they added it doesn't make sense. To me, it makes so much sense to optimize with prototype cores. And I'm not talking about getting much when you optimize. Like, I'm talking like maybe a percentage, so it would be hella grindy. But at least eventually you would get it max. But yeah, they don't seem to... They don't want you to finish it, basically.
Down. You're gonna need to breach the entrance.
You are no longer in a group.
I think also if you make like raid and incursion a way to farm prototype, you will have a lot of the community not be happy with that, because there's no matchmaking to the raids, for example. And it requires a lot of players. So I don't think adding prototype gear into raid and incursion would be a good thing for the community. Then I think having it in Dark Zone, for example, would be better. And it's a really easy way to make Dark Zone more attractive, because there's nothing really in Dark Zone to farm for. Eagle and Ravenous have too little of a chance to drop, so I don't really see them as valuables to farm in Dark Zone. I wonder how they want to do the daily target loot though, because they said they want to do that too. Like right now in the PTS, you had 5 missions that you could play. I think that they should just skip the rotation and have every single mission available. And then you just do target loot, right? Then you will get the best priority you can get, right? Because you will look at the target loot and see like, oh, I want to get, I don't know, a chess piece or striker. Oh, striker is on this mission. It's on fucking Lincoln, dude. Let me call sick into work so I can fucking farm Lincoln the whole day, you know? Now, but then the target loot would really steer you in what to play. And it would give you variety in the missions. Or it wouldn't give you variety in the mission. You would only like look at the target loot, and if it is something that you actually want, you would just wait until it gets on a good mission. But yeah, I'm gonna farm a few rounds of this. If you guys have the year 1 pass, if you wanna join this, let me know. Obviously no experience like triple or 5x event right now. I just want to get SHD for the global event. Solo session PV Dark Zone. They said something. I made a video about that on YouTube as well. They said something about
several vulnerable areas in our perimeter. We can use this info to shore up our defenses. Good work, Agent.
the developer commented. Was it off? Yeah, the developer was answering Q&A and he said something about that, yeah. Is he getting deactivated?
Have this area
So it could mean like maybe a PV Dark Zone, maybe solo Dark Zone, I don't know. Something Dark Zone related at least. As I said before, David, we went through the post earlier. I still think they will not up the prototype drops enough though. I mean, I think I got like 2 drops in like 4 hours or something when I played. Sure, I was not at 10. But like, you need like 10x that. Like, you need like 10 an hour or something. Like, you need a lot because the RNG is so fucking bad. And now they have said that they will add some type of recalibration, so that lowers the RNG a lot.
Copy that.
Smart.
But still.
Sounds like they repurposed the bank's vault to secure their weapons. So that's where you need to go.
I mean, the issue is that the stuff that drops are just fucking ass, right? I don't mind if it would be a low drop rate, but they would be good stuff. But there's so many items, so many gear sets, so many weapon types and shit, that 99.9% of the stuff you get is not gonna be perfect.
Agent out of action.
Friendly down.
I think like they probably will, like they will do what they said, obviously. So let's say like the third attribute. Yeah, what percent you think it's gonna have? 1% now, maybe? Which is a big increasement. Is it big enough? Oh, journey.
We need backup. At National Bond, division agents have infiltrated
Probably.
the building. Copy that. Sending reinforcements.
Striker drawn.
Damn it. Agent, take out their comms so they can't call for more backup.
5 stars. So these counts for the global event as well. This one might be worth it. Yeah, I think we're doing this. Yeah, I mean, it still is a 3x increase, but it still feels like nothing though, right? I mean, to me, I think the conversion, it's fine. I think they should focus on like the actual drops. Because it should, like to me, it shouldn't be about converting old gear. That should just be there, so they're kind of respecting the people's time that went for further expertise. The main source, in my opinion, should come from actual drops. And converting is just like a way for you to get started, kind of on it, you know, to get some type of prototype gear, you know.
Terminal detected.
That's how I see it.
Check that computer for intel. Might shed some light on what the True Sons have been doing here.
Substantial increase, yeah, but couldn't that be 5x? If they 5x the prototype drop, I still don't think it's enough. But yeah, it depends on how they do the recalibration as well.
That intel you picked up was an analysis of our defenses at the White House. The True Sons identified several vulnerable areas in our perimeter. We can use this info to shore up our defenses. Good work, Agent.
No expertise worked. No sane person really upgraded gear items. It's more that you spent the time to get the further expertise. And now you can get like a shortcut into prototype, right? Because prototype gear is already expertise further. If you get prototype drops that are god roll, you can be expertise 1, but it's already expertise, right? Like prototype gear is expertise to 30 no matter what. When they drop.
True Sons have this area locked down. You're
I
gonna
don't
need to
know.
breach the
Would you think it would have been better if they would have done a level increasement for the DLC instead? I'm not sure if there's gonna be enough content for that though in the DLC. That would like make a lot of the gear we have completely useless though. That's not the issue for me. I don't see that as an issue, but I know some people would not be happy with that. I think to do a level increasement you need to have a big expansion. Wonder when we will get crossplay though. Yeah guys, we still have Opera GX. I'm too fucking bad to call to action sponsors. But it's been my browser for what, the last almost a year now I think, since first time I had him as a sponsor. This is the third or fourth time. Really good browser, made for gamers, built-in VPN, built-in adblock, bunch of other stuff. You can have Discord, Spotify and shit like that. On the left. Widgets and stuff. Twitch even. RAM limiter, CPU limiter, network limiter, all that shit in the browser. Can swap really fast as well from other browsers. Just import the stuff and just instantly get going. Every download as well supports me financially. I think it's similar to a Twitch sub. It takes less than a minute. Supports me the same way as a sub. If you want to, you know. You don't have to. You're never forced to do anything.
They're using a shield. Gotta clear the
Remember, just like we drilled it.
They're almost up.
Grenade out!
You're not going anywhere.
Would have been really nice if they made level cap 50 and prototype was an upgrade behind 50. I think if you up level to 50, then there's no reason for prototype. You would just have level 50 gear instead.
That intel you picked up was an analysis of our defenses at the White House.
Like, the reason to me why they're doing prototype is because they don't want to force everybody to reform the gear.
Good work, Agent.
A lot of people would not like a level 50 increasement, making most of your gear useless. That's why they're trying to do prototype, to somewhat respect people's time. That's like the way they're thinking, then it's obviously not working for everyone, but... Farming the gear is the whole point of the game, though. Yeah, but some people don't like farming. Some people prefer the shooting part without the looting part. I don't know.
Safe area entered.
The fuck did I join the wrong? As I said many times before, the Division 2 community have been trained with this simplified and fast, effective ways to farm gear. You can go into YouTube. You literally started the game. Majority of the builds you can farm in like an hour through like countdown. Now with retaliation you can even target loot farm the exotics. Next patch you can even get raid exotics from retaliation, right? Like, you could go as a new player into YouTube, look up a build. You could have it in a few hours, right? God roll. And then swapping to this, which is completely different, right? Because now it's RNG. You cannot just pick up a okay piece and turn it into a god roll. It's a completely different system. So when the game have trained the community like that for years and years and years, of course a lot of people are not gonna like it. Iron Horse. That raid was fucking tedious to play on day one, man. The second boss, right? I don't know how many hours we spent there. Then we tried simple fucking strat, and then that was the case that it worked. Always with world first races, you always complicate it and like overthink everything, but usually it is always like the most simple thing ever. Like, that's how it works. The first raid though, you know what the hardest thing on the first raid was when, like, on the day one. On the first raid our team was ahead all the whole time, right? But that was figuring out the fucking vents. Pretty sure it was solid. It's like, oh, what if we toss a grenade into this hole, dude? And then it tossed it in and then it fucking worked. But I remember how long that took to figure out. That you toss a fucking nade into the boss, right? Like, we were overthinking like crazy, you know. When the Changas shoot the wipe mechanic with the rockets or whatever, the missiles. We're like, oh, if we time the Changa with the drones are gonna stop the fucking missiles, dude, and that's how it's done. So we tried to time that. It was obviously not the way, but we definitely tried that for a few rounds to try to time that.
That intel you picked up was an analysis of our defenses at the White House. And True Sons identified several vulnerable areas in our perimeter. We can use this info.
I mean, I got so much shit from the Iron Horse one. The thing is, like, no matter the result, Marco still wanted to post it, and I was like, okay, fine, do it, whatever. People think that the PDF got posted because we didn't win. Like, the thing is, we knew that we wouldn't win. We had a chance, of course, but we know that our chances were fucking dog shit. Because almost no one in our team played. And we played with Indeed in chat, right? And fuck, I always forgot. Was it Godzilla? That we never like really played with before. And then the rest was like Marco didn't play the game. I mean, he had a pretty smart brain with the mechanics, but I mean, his build and shit was full Pepega. Barely I played the game because the raid got delayed so many times, and with the leaks that happened before as well. I'm still surprised that we got second, and the fact... Oh, why am I starting this? And the fact that we actually could have had a pretty good chance if we didn't make some fucking mistakes. Now the thing is, we were not underdogs. We were... I'm pretty sure we were favorites. If you look in the community. That's because most of the people don't really know. But for the people that did know, like, Solid and them were favorites by... like, if it would be a betting... realistically, with knowing everything, you know, about the teams, like how much they play and all that, like they would be heavily favorites because they just played more. I'm confident if like my team, if we all would have grinded like crazy and be super invested into the game, I'm confident that we would have a way higher chance to win. But like with how it was, then yeah, maybe we didn't stand a chance really. Then all the drama, dude, afterwards. That PDF that we'd like, I think we read it like once. So the way we got it, we didn't even know if somebody was fucking with us or not, because we got it from another raid team. Not from the actual raid team, but we got it from another guy in a Discord of another raid team, basically. And he had better connections with other raid team than us. So we literally thought like, okay, he's just fucking messing with us. And his reasoning was like, yeah, they have it, you should have it as well. But we weren't really invested, like we read it once together. That was kind of it. I don't remember exactly what it said, but I can tell you this, that fucking PDF had no fucking difference in the result. Because it didn't really give us shit. But people don't want to like understand that. But like that is the reality of it. At least I can speak for my team. I don't know about the other teams that had it. If that changed it for them. I think if anything, it actually fucked us more than it helped us. When it came to like the second boss, right? But it's like when it comes to drama, right? People don't really care about the truth. It's like mainly like, okay, if there's drama between, let's say, two content creators, okay, who do I like the most, right? Or is there anybody of them I don't like, even though I don't know the guy? Like, there's somebody that I don't really feel like I like, then no matter what they say, like, they will just be on that side anyway. And when there's rumors, you will just have some stupid rumors that are probably like amplified by 10x. One guy says it, and then another guy hear it, and then it just like goes around to all the cheaps, right? Does not look into anything, just like no what you say, like reliability, validity on all that shit, you know. That's just how it is. Like every time I had drama, it's been the same every time. And most of the time it like works. I see it as a good thing though, because I get purged of majority of viewers that I don't want to have. Of course, you probably lose some people that are like nice viewers and all, but a lot of them you lose. It's like actually not a loss. And that's what I said as well during one of the dramas, and then I got shit for that too. Said it many times before, you shouldn't like trust everything you see on the internet. Same thing with news and shit. Yeah, I remember I peaked at like 8,000 viewers, I think, on Twitch. During second raid, I think first raid 6 or something. I think Mark got like most then.
True Sons have this area locked down. You're gonna need to breach the entrance.
It's like there was some drama, was it last year, right, with another content creator that went against all the other content creators, right? That's like your typical drama. And a lot of people probably sided with him first. Like he's just saying stuff, but he have nothing to back it up with. But if you would go back and look at it, you will see that a lot of people are siding with him, even though he have nothing to back up all the stuff he's saying, right? And yeah, I mean, that's literally just how it works. Now I think that guy in particular is not that likable though, so that's why not many people like sided with him. So yeah. That's just how it is, you know? I mean, hopefully for the incursion they have some world first race. I don't even think I would have a team for that. I honestly wouldn't mind just actually not even like participating in that, and then you sit and watch, and we do a watch party instead, dude. Incursion probably doesn't take that long either. Like, I'm not gonna participate in like a world first race unless I feel like I have a good team that can win, I think. Imagine how chill you're sitting and fucking watching it instead, dude. I get some popcorns, man. We can just sit and watch it and do some commentary, and I just watch all the different streams. That sounds actually more fun. If I could get a team that could like actually race for first, then yeah, maybe. It's also just the incursion, right? It's not a raid. So I don't think it's as big as a raid in terms for like getting world first. It is really fucking fun to do raids and incursions though, blind, so that would be the downside, but I do think it would be hella fun to do like a watch party stream like that though. If I wouldn't like be in it myself. And then do like a setup so I can watch like multiple streams at the same time and shit. If I would have some production values, you know. Have like 4 of the streams up and then just go in and zoom in on one at times and shit.
Sure thing. Face me. Gotta flank it.
Hostile rating.
Like I love doing raids blind, or if it's like day 1 where you don't know what's happening. But it's also quite stressful.
Smart.
Even though like looking back at division race, like the first and second one,
That's where you need to go.
most of the time it's not really that stressful. But it can be a little bit sweat at times, you know. Because I mean, you do a little mistake and the whole run is fucked. It is very different, like day 1 raiding compared to like raiding when it's figured out. And also when you're racing as well. It is so fucking different.
Division agents have infiltrated the building. Copy that. Sending reinforcements.
And I don't know how I would find people that I would want to run it with. Like for example incursion. Because how the fuck do I know if they're good or not? Yeah, you might be able to speedrun some raids now and do them super fast. But like, that doesn't mean shit on day 1. And especially if the power creep is not insane, which I have a feeling it might be. But like looking at the other 2 raids on day 1, power creep wasn't that crazy. So like the NPCs actually do quite a lot of damage. Then you also need to have some brain and you need to be able to execute and all. I mean, I haven't really watched that many World First races. A little bit Destiny, and then like World of Warcraft, like a little bit. And it's definitely fun to watch.
Check that computer for intel. Might shed some light on what the True Sons have been doing here.
Yeah, it would probably be fun to do like a watch party. If I wouldn't join it myself.
Get back! You want to stop? We got a casualty!
It's the only downside that I miss the like I don't get to experience the incursion blind. In Destiny 2, there's a channel that tracks a bunch of teams at once. Yeah, I think you need to have like a few people then. Doing it solo would be hard, I think. I mean, even if let's say I would do it, then it would not be the best production value, and it would just like be a bit Pepega. I still think it would be pretty good. Setting up like 4 different streams and then zooming in on one, I don't think that is that hard. I think there is like, you could like use, I don't know what it's called anymore. Multiple Twitch streams. Multi-Twitch. Put the stream you want in URL. So if we do like this. Like just imagine like this, right? Like I could just use something like this, right? You have like 4 streams. What the fuck? Firing your stream. Take away the chat though, somehow. And then you can just like zoom in. Have like 4 different teams there. Like I don't think it's like that hard to set up something that would work. People still play this. Ah, that was actually quite some time ago. I heard it. Division 2 is back, baby. We're back. So we do those. I mean, I guess we just do this one like 1 or 2 more times.
True Sons have this area locked down. You're gonna need to breach the entrance.
It's so funny.
You are no longer in a group.
Ugh. play with him first incursion video? Like on day one? Like first time you played it? Or?
Trying to flank us! Get out of One of ours is KIA!
Does he have a high ego? Because I don't think you have. I don't know, maybe I have. I don't really watch the guy.
Danger close!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Like, you know, some people you play with have like super high ego, and like if somebody mess up, they just go straight attack mode. I fucking hate playing with people like that. Like at times, sure, it can be like, you can kind of see why. I don't think it's a good look. And it doesn't like help the situation, you know, unless like people are trolling. I feel like I have pretty good patience when it comes to that. Have I ever like flamed a viewer that I play with? Like no matter how much they fucked up and shit. I think like I only remember one time where I got annoyed, and that was because the guy didn't fucking listen. And I literally thought the guy was trolling. Day 1 incursion were superior to 8-man raids. I think the only good or well-made incursion in day 1 was the last one. The other one was okay, it was fun, I enjoyed them, and they were nice at the time, but like they weren't really that good mechanic-wise. The last one though in day 1, the cowboy one thing, I don't remember what it was called, but that one was really fucking good. That one was a huge step forward compared to the other ones in day 1 for sure. Either we go and do countdown now or summit or both. Anybody want to join countdown? Otherwise you just go summit.
That intel you picked up was an analysis of our defenses at the White House. The True Sons identified several vulnerable areas in our perimeter. We can use this info to shore up our defenses. Good work, Agent.
Safe area.
I don't know if I should waste all my countdown currency tomorrow. That's kind of my plan. 7,000 and just buy these and then deconstruct for exocomps. 7,000 divided by 224. 31 caches. Everything I have, I can probably up it to like, at least get like 200, maybe a bit more. But I mean, also the 50 reduction in exotic components is going to be pretty huge. 923, huh? I usually spend a lot when I make videos because I want to like max out the item to 30. But like I never go up high enough. The east?
Black Tusk assault team has taken up residence inside the hotel. It's uncertain whether they're targeting the theater or the White House, but neither's good for us. Get in there and solve the problem.
So each season, right, is 3 months now. If this drops, next season drops early April, then it would be April, May, June, right? So early July, there would be a new season, unless they do like something else, right? So would we get a DLC or incursion in July then? Last year, they did the DLC in May, right? So early May, I think. Because I would assume that the DLC will be with a new season, right? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe incursion, but yeah, that's what I don't understand either. Because I mean, having a season in July doesn't really make sense to me. Unless they make a shorter season and drop it in June. When did Brooklyn come out? Because it worked well last year. I mean, wasn't there a lot of stuff Division-wise during the summer, I think? Because I mean, I remember spending almost my whole summer fucking playing Division. Brooklyn must have been end of May and early June. Because I think it clashed with like the school was ending, right, for me. So it must have been end of May. May 27, yeah. Yeah, it seems odd that a new season would come in July. Unless they do DLC later and there's an incursion around there and they release it, maybe not instantly. I don't know. I would like to know. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if DLC would come like in autumn or winter. Honestly, I think that probably makes sense. Maybe we don't get anything special during summer and it's just like a season. Let's say July, August, September, which means there would be a new season in October. That would make kind of sense. Release DLC in October. Then you have October, November, December. I don't know, dude. Doesn't really work. Because the season is 3 months now, right? Maybe they have a season that's longer than 3 months or something, because I don't think the timings makes any sense. The way I'm counting, at least. Yeah, I would assume incursion before DLC as well. Like I think I think DLC will be autumn or winter. Hell, maybe even like end of like even beginning of next year DLC. Like I think they need some time to cook that one. Like it will take some time. Like I think there are a bunch of work left on that. Like I would assume they started with that one Like, no earlier than after last one, right? Like, earliest after the DLC was done. And I don't think they started instantly. They probably started pretty early, though, if they saw it was successful. Like, a few weeks after they released it, maybe.
We did it. We should keep moving.
Let's go spend the currency so I don't forget. They won't be that long of a stream, to be honest. But I did want to stream, though. Yeah, I mean, I guess countdown. Anybody want to join? Get the double countdown currency. Let's see us do priority objectives. That's pretty good, too. And check the other characters. Can you grab Eagle, Ravenous, Bighorn from Exotic Cache? No. What is coming next season, which is early April, is that you can get Bighorn, Ravenous, Eaglebearer from Retaliation. The blueprints. If you do Retaliation against Black Tusk, which is getting added the next season, you can get those blueprints. We might actually make a command. I know Virtual's tweeted because I retweeted him.
We need reinforcements.
Now I gotta go follow my Twitter. I don't have a command for that.
Detected.
Lil.
Agent, we got a distress call from an Agent Hoskins. Bell is ready to take you to Brooklyn.
Just gotta follow my Twitter, dude. My Twitter is so fucking dead. It's been for the last 5 years. I mean, my Twitter never been popping. I just usually post when I go live or when I make a video. I don't like social media, though. But I do want to get a bit more active. But we have virtuals. This updated one. Edit com exotic blueprints. Edit com exotic exotic EP by virtuals. So yeah, you can see for Black Tusk, right? You have Eaglebearer, Bighorn, Ouroboros, Diamondback, Ravenous. So basically, you play Retaliation against Black Tusk, and if you complete it, you have a chance to get one of these. Completion have a 50% chance to drop on Heroic. So as long as you play Black Tusk and complete the Retaliation, you will eventually get all of them. And then you need to just farm the mats. So yeah, Eaglebearer, Bighorn, Ravenous. Farmable outside of Raid and Legendary. Plan is to make a Retaliation video whenever next season comes out. Didn't want to make one since I haven't played against Black Tusk myself. Yeah, Retaliation, I mean, in my opinion, it is already the best activity in the game. And I think with that one, it's getting even better. Like next patch, next season. I think you can play, is it 2 or 3 escalations you can stack up? Retaliation and play in one go. Matchmaking as well, like, yeah, that shit is gonna be so good. The reason I think retaliation is the best activity is because it have target loot, just like countdown. And if you can, like I have, when I tested this last year, I tried countdown versus retaliation, and I did a spreadsheet, and I took data. It was not much data. It was maybe 5-6 runs, and I compared the loot drops from countdown to retaliation. I had more loot drops in retaliation. I was doing really fast runs though, so that was why. But I got more target loot from retaliation. On top of that, you get more SHD from retaliation than countdown, even though it's nothing crazy, but it's still more. You get the exotic blueprints, so if you don't have all of those, you get that as well. You also get the... You can open the cache, right, that gives you the named blueprints, even for PvP exclusive, with the reconstructed cache that you can buy, right? So like it literally gives you everything you want, right? Like what is it missing? I mean mats, I guess, but you get quite a bit of that too, just deconstructing the items. Like it literally gives you like everything you could want. Only reason I would do countdown is if you want to chill. Like to me, like yeah, countdown will most likely for a lot of players be the best thing, just to farm items. But that's like if you want to chill and take it easy. But if you actually like want to try a bit harder, then I think retaliation is really good. Blueprint if you have the item. I mean, none really, right? I think it's still just good to have. It's just something to go for. But I mean, for some items, you could just deconstruct the items you have, and you can just like craft it if you need it. But yeah, I mean, if you have all of the exotic blueprints or all the name blueprints, then yeah, you don't need it. It is pretty nice though to be like able to craft any item in the game though, in the crafting station. It is a nice feeling. Does cost a decent amount of mats though to craft the exotics, which I'm lacking. But that's something I will farm next season with Black Tusk there. That event start? Which one? Me retaliation? That comes in next season. Early April. Either next week or the week after. I don't know if they said anything. What I remember, they said that it would come instantly when this season ends, so... I think, at least. She's level 3. I skipped the expertise for like the first year or something. I just didn't want to bother with it. Expertise is nice, but I mean, especially with where the game is now, like you're fine without it. But yeah, I mean, slowly working on it. And it is something to actually go for as well. It's like prototype, you'd be fine without it. Scared.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I'm taking fire!
Access key detected.
I mean, when I started doing expertise, I kept it like 1 or 2 levels below max expertise because I didn't want to max it. Because I felt like when my expertise is max, then I'm done with the game, right? So I like intentionally like kept it not max for like a year for no reason because I didn't want to max it out. I didn't want to be done with the game, you know.
Keep wasting your ammo.
And that's like one of the reasons why I like something like prototype gear, you know, a type of infinity grind. As I said many times before, the system is not perfect, got many flaws and all that. But that's why I am pretty biased and like a system like that, you know. Like a system that will give you a reason for long-term grind that is actually impossible to finish. Yeah, it might not be impossible to finish anymore when they're adding recalibration and stuff. We shall see. I mean, full god roll is still... yeah, good luck with that. Supply drop, man. Practice holiday. I think what they should have done though is they should have talked about this earlier, so they could have gotten more feedback and get like a system that makes a bit more sense. But as I said earlier as well, I think the reason they did announce this, or yeah, the reason it got announced like 2 weeks before new season or whatever, like this late, is because they know that it's gonna get backlash and they wanna do this.
Agent, we got a distress call from
Because I mean, looking back with seasonal characters, they told that pretty early.
Safe area entered.
Probably because they wanted our feedback to see like, okay, does this make sense? And most of the community didn't think it made sense, right? So they scrapped it. This time I think they be like, okay, we want to do this. We don't care what you think. We want to do this, right? We are going to do it. We will listen to your feedback and adjust, but we are going to do it, right? I think that's why they basically came out so late with it. Maybe a counter. Chase is the fun part. Yeah, I mean, I like that too. Some people like that, some people don't. Like the thing is, I don't see myself getting a god roll either. Like I'm not gonna farm it like crazy. It will just be like an extra thing for me to farm when I've done everything else. That's how I see it. And of course, when it comes out, it's gonna be fun to finish like escalation tier 10. Like I didn't play PTS much because I got really sick, which you guys probably heard if you watch my YouTube videos. So that's why I only streamed the PTS once. But I haven't gotten further than tier 6. So I mean, when it comes out, it's gonna be fun to beat tier 10 first. And I think that is probably something a decent amount of players will enjoy as well. To at least beat once. Or like come as far as you can. Of course, you could have done it without prototype gear as well. Like escalation. Well, I will do a countdown. Anybody want to join, just type your Uplay. Like your nickname, top left if you're on PC. Don't care about your build or anything, you know, as long as you go in and try. All I'm asking for. I think it will be hard for a lot of people to beat tier 6 solo. I fucking wiped on it like 2-3 times, I think. Looking back at it now though, I was really fucking sick, so I have a bunch of excuses. And to be fair, like my playstyle is not used to that. And I died mainly because of greed. 2 of the times were just stupid mistakes, right? Like, I don't think tier 6 is hard for myself. And I do think probably a lot of people can beat that too. It's like, I feel like tier 6 you start to feel it. I think tier 8 you're gonna feel it even more. It's all about adjusting your playstyle. The playstyle is very different. And in my opinion, super fucking boring. If you did play when classic M1A and glass cannon was meta, kinda similar to that, but now we don't have a shield that's tanky. You gotta have to stand pretty far back. I'm talking like in a solo perspective, how I see it. Full damage build for higher tiers. Stand like far in the back and abuse like corners, you know. If you're good at that, then you will do well, I think. Yeah, a bunch of people soloed tier 10. I think people even soloed it without the prototype gear. The gear is not that big of a difference. I mean, having prototype makes it faster and of course easier. But the playstyle is like still the same, I would say, in solo. So as long as you're good at that type of playstyle, I think you can beat it without prototype even. Which I think it's gonna go horrible for me until I feel like I'm getting used to that. Because it's not my typical playstyle, right? I don't know how it is in group though, but I would assume like 4-man group would make more sense. And then you can have like CC builds and stuff like that, you know? So I think 4-man is gonna be the play for sure.
So we're going after the outcast leader, huh?
Nobody wanted to do countdown? Anybody want to count on? Just give me a nickname. Go to the bathroom. Quick break. They're back.
agent in need of backup.
Guess nobody wanted to join.
Invite to another agent's group.
If
Received.
crossplay was out, would definitely join. It's gonna be so nice with crossplay, right?
You are now
Actually
in
wait
a
for
group.
that. I hope they fix the clans as well. I want to have an active clan again with you guys. This is like almost full, but there's so many people we could kick from this one. So many inactive people.
Due to a personnel shortage, all on duty.
Maybe they release crossplay for summer. Right? Because it would be a new season. If the next season is 3 months long, then it would be a new season in July then. Maybe they do crossplay then. If it's ready. And then like maybe a month or two incursion. And then maybe we get DLC in winter. I don't know, dude. I really want to know the timeline. This guy's sleeping. It's 125 SHD. He doesn't know the start. Yo, Scotty. Drama. The thing is, there is no drama. Like people saying I'm beefing and stuff. I'm not. I'm just literally like, did a post showing what he type. That's kind of it. Like I went through it in the beginning of the stream. I am biased and I like systems similar to Prototype and Escalation. I am for systems like that, even though this one is not perfect, right? He is not. Right? It's like taking politics, somebody's left, somebody's right, you know? Two different sides, you can have a civilized discussion, right? And you can get something out of it. Or you can just go for insults and slurs and stuff like that, you know?
Another agent is now.
But that just shows you who type of, like, what type of person you are. And that's just what I wanted to share. Like, there's nothing more than that. Never talked to the guy. No issues with the guy before or anything. But yeah, I mean, some people are just too emotional. I think he's just too invested into the game. And then too emotional, and that's what happens. I don't know the guy, so I don't know if this is like his normal way of behaving. I hope it's not. Like,
Communication relay
I'm
offline.
thinking it's just he's super emotional and invested in Div 2 and he doesn't like this, and
The
then
True
yeah,
Sons have triggered a lockdown of
he
the
completely
planet.
lost it.
They've been taking over infrastructure to lend legitimacy to their cause. If they control the power, they
But yeah,
control
beginning of the
everything.
stream have that. I don't really want to pay any more attention to it.
We need to shut
Said
down
earlier
broken
as well, like,
transformers and restore the
and like
power
any, like all the dramas and shit, dude. Like, can some big fucking content creator like take some drama with me sometime, dude?
Protocols activated.
Fucking Rogold, having you stole the fucking logo, dude. Can you guys tell Rogold, dude? Fucking stole my logo, dude. Have you seen my logo and his logo? Huh? Why are they so similar, huh? And this like nothing but skills guys too, you know? Think it's all that, you know? Think all they have is skills. There's gonna be somebody watching thinking I'm serious.
System curtailed. Agent down. Serious trauma detected. System reactivated.
Freaking hungry, dude. Go for the melee. And then I melee you. You don't melee me, I melee you. You go again? They don't have this one, dude. Where's teammates? Only two? Two teammates? Or third? He's already doing the mission.
Agent has disconnected.
God, I need your help, bro. We cooked. Was there so many like new players here or what? 91, 97, 63. Wow. GG, go next. I remember when a Countdown came out, me and Sleepy were playing, dude, and you actually like, I guess Countdown was like way harder back then, even though there was power creep, but the power creep wasn't as crazy.
Entering safe
Like you
area.
could definitely wipe because people didn't know what to do. Kind of like this, like sometimes you would get groups that like couldn't handle it. Nobody in chat wanna join, right? With the prototype build, bro, can you share me quick difference? What you mean? I made a prototype video. If you haven't watched my YouTube, I've been making some videos when I was sick. Like I made the. Basically, this last video is just me talking about prototype system with opinions, what I think they can do to make it better and all that, and that it's not ready. That's the PTS Exotics. This is just explanation how escalation activity work. This is explanation how prototype gear works, right? So if you guys haven't watched these videos, then they probably good watch. You didn't watch the PTS or you don't know exactly what escalation and prototype gear and all that is, so I would recommend to go watch the YouTubes. There'll be pretty good explanation there. I even had a script, dude. I wrote script for those videos.
You have received an invite to another agent's group. You have joined a group.
All prototype gear are fully expertise deferred when they... Yeah, all prototype gear is already deferred expertise. Even if you are not for the expertise. Yeah. It was actually pretty fun to make some videos off stream because it was quite some time, I feel like. Miss making YouTube videos, so it's pretty fun to make those. And so much like streaming. And sure, like I made videos, but usually I made the videos on stream, right? Can't wait till school is over and I can do some more YouTube videos again. Like plan is to just whenever I go full-time again, which is the plan after summer. And literally everything division-wise you're gonna be able to see on the channel. There's just no time for that right now. But if I'm full-time, there should be. My birthday today? Hey, happy birthday, dude. Is that Ramadan over? Or is it still going?
Communication relay offline.
The True Sons have triggered a lockdown of the plant. They've been taking over infrastructure to lend legitimacy to their cause. If they control the power, they control this region. We need to shut down the broken transformers and restore the power grid.
Reactor unstable.
Was
Emergency
miss watching your Div 1 videos? I mean, they're still there.
Minutes lockdown.
But yeah, I mean, I missed Division 1 Dark Zone a lot. Like, they actually went to the gym today. It went fucking horrible. I'm also like doing this bench press program and I'm at like week 8 in peaking, so I think I might have fucked up the whole program. Like week 8 and it's only 2 more weeks until maxing. I think me being sick just fucked it up completely. It went decent today though, but I could definitely feel like I've been extremely sick. Because my top set, 125 kilos, should have been like RP 9, like I should have easily had another rep. But I just had 1 rep, dude, and that felt like almost max, so that is not good. But I believe that my body still haven't recovered from the sickness. Like I had really bad fever, I think, with like crazy headache, and I was so fucking hot. Like 2 days, 3 days. I was feeling so fucking bad. I haven't been that sick since like 2020, you know, because of that virus. This was worse than that. I don't know what the fuck it was. My painkillers like didn't do shit either. And still, I managed to make like a video per day back then. Which was... yeah, it was not easy. I felt like fucking shit, but I still like pushed through to make the videos because I wanted to make them. So, pretty happy about that at least. No, it was only 1 rep. My bench program here.
System breach initiated.
Right, I'm following this program right here. So I'm at week 8. Right now. Day 1. 1 set, 1 rep at RP 9, right? Intensity, which means I should have like 1 more rep after. Like leave 1 rep in the tank, right? Because I'm going for strength, so you don't want to go to failure, right? Then 7 sets of 2 reps at 8.5. And then heavy floor press after. Like I only did this today because I didn't want to do too much. I will do this tomorrow. But like you see the volume on this. This is 13 sets of basically bench press. Floor press is like when you do bench press but on the floor, right? I do like 3 minutes, maybe a bit more rest than 3. I have the timer at 3 minutes and then I kind of start, but I take a long fucking rest. And especially today since I've been sick, like I'm not fully recovered.
High risk target approaching.
I mean 125 today moved like way slower than 130 moved like before I even started the program, and I have gained a lot of strength, so can definitely feel like the CNS and like sickness is pretty fucked right now. So I almost had like 2 reps on 130.
Area secure.
Plan is with the program for me to max 140 kilos in the end, but we will see. I don't think that will work. Because now I had like a week rest. Because I'm supposed to be peaking, right? I think this like fucked up the peaking completely. We will see. Can't really restart it either, because I want to cut for the summer, which is gonna be really late anyway. I just gotta go with it and see what happens, I guess. 227 kilo bench, that's fucking insane. Is that 500 lbs or?
Secure the area.
Is
so
it
we can
even
bring
more?
in the engineer.
What's it? I mean, my bench is not good, like. With my fucking
Protect the
scapula
engineer.
shoulder issues, well, it's pretty uneven. But it's just when I tested the last time, 130 kills went up so easy. And I had like, I think if somebody had a gun at my head, I think I would have done 2 reps. But I didn't want to go for it. So yeah, after that I was like, okay, fuck it. I want to do a bench program for like 2 months and just see if I can like fix my technique and do a proper peaking and a surplus and see if I could magically get 140. It has been going pretty good though, but I'm like benching 4 times a week and there's so much fucking volume.
Redirect excessive power to stabilize power.
Like usually I do so low volume on like bench, squat and deadlift. So it should, I feel like it should work well for me with adding up so much more volume. Have some lovers in countdown, Mr. Dark Vampire, Miss... Oh shit, damn, there, dude. You think they're like close to each other in game too? Let's go and try to risk up. A miss, right? Shit, dude. I protect the queen. You should swap the shield build. What is your max bench right now then, Scotty? Like 200 or something? That's fucking insane.
Target detected.
Yeah, I haven't taken like bench shares in a long time, so it's been pretty fun like focusing on it. Because I never like focused this hard on a lift. Like with this program. And it would be fun to like at least get under 40 one time in my life, you know. But I think bench press is so like heavily impacted by
Agent, you should be able to access the turbine.
your own weight.
Hostiles.
I think just me getting like on a bigger surplus will do wonders for the bench. Like it's not often you see like a 60 kilo or 70 kilo guy doing like 140 kilo bench or above, right? I mean, there are some people, but pretty fucking rare. $445, $450. What is that in PS though? Or in kilos? 405, that's 180. 450. Is that close to 200, right? No, it is 204 kilos. I mean, I think a fucking bench press over 200, I mean, even with gear, dude. Obviously, it depends on how much gear
Agent, you've reached the turbine.
you
I
put
need
in the
to
body,
fix
but
power
even
grid.
then, I mean, 200 kilo bench press, no matter what, is fucking insane. As long as you can actually lift it, you know. It's different if you try it and then you tear your pec and didn't lift it.
You're in. We need to switch the power over to the new
I think
grid.
bench press is such a technical lift though. Even though like it might not seem like it at first, but I think the more you get into it, you realize that.
Warning. Fault detected with transformers. Safety protocol.
But yeah, I don't know if I said before that I would check my testosterone, right? I actually checked it, and I was surprised. My testosterone was actually high, on the higher end. We can check it after this, actually. I don't know that stuff too well, but I thought I would be at the lower end.
Watch your step, Agent.
But I guess I've been eating pretty good recently, and being in the surplus probably helps.
High-risk target approaching.
Now I checked my testosterone,
Agent down.
like the normal one and the free one. The normal one or whatever was in the high range, which probably isn't even high, but you know, you can check it when the countdown is over. Will I pull it up on stream?
Incoming. High-risk hostile.
I wanted it to be low though, so I would have a reason to increase it, you know. I feel like I would have
Just need to switch over to the new
some
grid.
gains there,
It'll
dude,
take a
and
while.
some better overall improvements from that. Yeah, I mean, this is just like a standard. I mean, I don't think it is like I don't think it's that high, but according to this radius, like if we would go back, I don't know, 20, 30 years forward or whatever, then that was probably on the fucking lower end, you know.
Evacuate the facility. 5 minutes to lockdown.
Yeah, we can check after this.
Electrical grid in danger of failure.
I mean, I remember the normal one was like 27. I just don't know what
Grid stable.
what it is, you know. I remember it being like 27, but I don't know what you say, like
Good work, Agent. You saved the plant. Move to extraction
in
point.
hit.
Torres is waiting for your signal.
Yeah, I
Shoot
don't
off
know.
a flare when you're ready to come home.
It was 27 something, but I don't know what the measurement or whatever. What that was. You want to force low? I mean, not exactly, but I mean, let's say if I took this before the cut, I want to take one after the cut. But obviously, if I would go on a calorie deficit, like starve myself, like yeah, I don't think it's hard to manipulate that. If I would just go to Google, I can probably find out, right? But I know, like for example, cutting will put it low, right?
System disrupted.
They got plan B. Oh, I actually heard that before, yeah.
Get on that helo. You've got hunters incoming.
But wouldn't they be able to see that though? If they know that you might have done that, they could probably check that too, right? But not on the actual test, but if they like, they probably can do some test to see if you have taken that, right? But yeah, I actually heard that before somewhere. That when you said it. Oh, I'm dead.
Serious trauma detected. Agent
Oh,
down.
unit, yeah. Brain freeze, dude. Brain freeze. Brain is not working, man. Long day.
System curtailed.
Everything on my tests were like good according to their reference points, except one thing which I think it's like white
Activated.
white blood cells. Blodkroppar. Is that blood cells? Yeah, I think so, right? Which I searched. The reason it can be low is because you've been sick and stuff, and I was a little bit sick, like with a cold before, so they were low. So I'm thinking maybe that's why I got so fucking sick as well, because those were low. I don't know. There we
You
can
ready to come home?
pull it up
Shoot off
after
the
this.
flare.
System restored.
I mean, I only have like a slight cold. But yeah, it was super simple to take that test though. Really like worth to maybe do once a year. Then again, like I do some blood work because I have diabetes, right? Can I translate this to... It's gonna be like the Swedish names though.
Taurus sees you. Helo inbound.
Blood work done today. Get nervous every time I have my yearly checkup. So one time I did is like blood work for diabetes that I do once a year. But one time I did it and I did an all-nighter before. Never do that, dude. Before you do take a lot of blood. I think I almost passed out when they took the blood because I hadn't slept. I was so tired, and then they took the blood, dude. Ever since that, after that time, I have been like a little bit like, oh shit, am I gonna pass out this time? Other than that, though, I never like had any issues like that. But yeah, not sleeping and going and taking out a bunch of blood was definitely not that smart. Bro, you're missing the ride, dude.
I'm impressed. I was pretty sure we're gonna lose the power plant.
This whole country is ours.
Another agent has been promoted to group
But yeah,
leader.
this is in Swedish though. I don't even know what all of this is. This is some blood things. This one was like low. And that's like white blood cells. So I don't know if I had that because of cold. I had a cold. Other than that, I think wrist is like good. Zinc pretty high, but that's because I take zinc as well. Like tablets. Like testosterone 26 nmol, which is on the higher end on this one. But I still think like this range is probably that, like, it's still pretty low ranges, right? But I heard that this is like one of the more important ones, the free testosterone,
Safe area.
which I had at 11. What you say, Scotty? do I need to... Need to increase?
Day when nobody comes knocking is a good day.
Yeah, because I thought I would be on the lower end, so yeah, I was a bit surprised. Yeah, that was what I was gonna say as well. What do you measure it in? You can probably convert it.
Due to a personnel shortage, all on-duty guards are requested
It says here.
until further notice.
High testosterone. What can? Why could it be high? Anabolic steroids or hormones? If you have high value, Atman, aggressiveness, acne, increased muscle mass. $38. Is that the same as me? I wonder if that is the same. Because I watched a lot of Greg Doucette back in the day, and he would talk a lot about it. Converted. What is the units you use? Yeah, like I can convert it. I just don't know what to convert it to. What units does Americans use for? Is it PGML or NGDL? So probably this to convert this to NGDL. 748. That sounds really fucking high though. What about the free? Because I heard free is like the actually really important. Even if you have high normal testosterone, if you don't have high free, then it's like whatever, you know.
Baggage screening is mandatory. Please remove all metallic objects and electronic devices when entering the safe area.
So then my free would be 317. Oh, here we can do it. 26. Here we get all of them. Was it anyway? Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's actually that sounds fucking high though. So I watched a lot of like Greg Doucette videos back in the day, and they talk a lot about it. Like what, 300? I mean, my hair have seen better days, that's for sure too. For me, it's mainly in the back here, you know. The thing is, I have had a hat since I was like a kid. It's not like I wear a hat to hide my hair. I literally like 3 years old, dude. I always have had a hat. And I never really cared about hair either. But I've been low-key like thinking like, hair transplant? But the thing is, I don't really care about it, but it's like a bonus though, to have good hair, right? Just go a few weeks to, go a week to Turkey. But the thing is, I just don't care enough about it. Discount? What did it say? Fleet control. That would count. Now, I've been considering a little bit, because I mean, it's kind of hack with girls to have some more hair. I think like some girls are so facial. What is it called? Facial. What would the bird be? I mean, some people just don't like fucking hat. But it would be pretty fun to have good hair though. Superficial, yeah. But like, it's nothing that really bothers me. But I also think you could look so much better with good hair though. I don't know. It seems like you're going to do that, and like what, for like probably like a month or something. It's gonna be fucking hell when it grows out and shit, right? How old? Guess.
Reinforcements incoming.
Bombing makeover? What is that? Like these? Yeah, Chuck Norris, I saw that. Also kind of annoying if you have good hair, right? Then you have to spend fucking time fixing your hair, dude. You know how nice it is to just put on a hat and call it a day, man. But that's the thing. If I would fix my hair, guys, like, you would not even notice. I would still fucking use a hat. Maybe sometimes I would fix the hair, but like 90% of the time I would still just wear a fucking hat, man. Or maybe even shave it. That's like what I feel like I would do. Then it's like kind of fucking waste. I have done a few streams without a hat. They are not common. 29, I'm 34. 45 this year. Fucking crazy. Born 91. Like, I don't think it's that expensive. In like Turkey, I don't know exactly what it costs. Maybe 2, 3k, 4k or something tops, right? With like everything. Maybe it's even cheaper. Like, I think in Turkey, like, the price is not bad. I mean, that would be, I guess, an investment. It's more like the process, and I think it's probably annoying like the first week. Or months, maybe even. I also heard as well, like, yeah, that you might have to take some meds too. I'm not really interested in that. What is it called? Is it like finasteride or whatever, something like that? That does have some by effects I have seen, but also like most people don't get any side effects. I don't know. That's the thing. There's just too much shit to read on to look up. For somebody that never really cared about the hair, even when I had the better hair, is like, I don't know, is it worth it? Yeah, I've seen people say that the side effects are really rare, and I mean, if you get the side effects, you can just stop, right?
Hi, Agent. The division's a joke.
Leave us alone.
Supply room access unlocked.
That's awesome. It's gonna be.
Agent, priority objective available.
I think that's so funny though. I mean, I don't think like my hair is like a disaster, especially being like 34, right? Like people have worse. But I think like overall, I have a lot of hair, just not on the head. And not on the chest. And thank God not on the back. But like my legs and arms, hairy as fuck, dude. And then like barely any like facial hair either. You know? Like I can't even like grow down here, dude. Like what the fuck are these genetics, bro? Like when it comes to hair, man, I just unlucky, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? Because I have shaved my head like bald, or even like, I mean, right now, like I cut it like really low. I don't really mind. But like going bald is just super annoying because you have to shave it so often. But I had a little period where I tried that. And I just don't think it works that well if you don't have good facial hair. My friend have like really good fucking facial hair, and it looks really good on him. But like, I don't know, I think bald look without like a beard, I don't know. I think the beard works really well if you go like, go bald head style, you know? Yeah, I mean, I'm cooked on that side. I'm so fucking done with girls, the holy shit, man. I put in so little effort when it comes to this, to that these days, and even that is just fucking annoying, man. Soon I will retire, man. Buy a cat and a dog, dude. It's not worth it. Just a fucking headache. Gay arc. I do think it would have been way fucking easier dating men though than women.
Vital signs critical.
I think the downside for like being gay is that there's way less people in that field, you know? I think that is the main issue. The more feminine a guy looks, the more it seems to attract women. I don't know, it probably attracts some type of women, but I think a lot of women do prefer like more masculine look. But I know what you mean, like certain guys that look really feminine and some girls are like all over them. Like, I don't know, model type of style of guy, you know? I know one guy in particular. I don't think this guy looks good at all. I mean, sure as hell, he looks better than me, sure. But like, this is probably the type of guy you're talking about, right? This, like this guy. This type of guy, right? His girlfriend is hot though. But like this type of guy, right? It's Swedish.
I hate doing this alone.
Clavicle. Clavic. I don't know what I think about him. Are we gonna rate rate guys? It's like to the extreme, but obviously it's good looking like this guy. Looks kind of fatter in the face there compared to now, don't know. Is these like old pictures of him? I feel like his face is so much slimmer now. It's been looks maxing, you know, right? But he's on a lot of peptides and anabolics as well, right? I mean, there his body looked pretty good. But I've seen other pictures and I'd be like, damn, bro. Or using trend and shit like that is not that crazy. Got those K-pop dudes. Yeah, I've seen those. I mean, I think some girls like that and some girls probably fucking hate it, right? East Mall. I'm so fucking zoned out, so I don't even know what I'm doing. Rick Cavill. Did you guys see you guys have seen Reacher, right? Or have you guys seen a Blue Mountain State? Dude, that's TV show was the bomb. But you know shit, what is his real name? But you know Jack Reacher, right? What is it called? Alan something? Did you guys see the videos that was floating around this week? Where he was biking with his kids. And then like his neighbor. Alan Richardson, yeah. Look, like you say, girls like feminine guys. Like I think most girls would take a guy like him over a feminine guy, though. Like the guy is like built like a fucking tank, dude. I wish I was this tall, dude. Oh, what is the other guy called that is so fucking big in the TV show? But this guy, right? That guy. Like no pictures like showing how fucking huge it is. But in Reacher, there's this other guy, right? That is like probably like that's even like that makes that guy look small. You don't really see. I don't know, this guy's pretty big, right? But the other guy in that TV show makes him look small as fuck. Reacher, big guy. Yeah, this guy, right? Like this. Here. You see that guy? Fucking 7 feet, dude. Makes that guy look like nothing. He's like what? 6'3" or something?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I've seen this guy to the right in a few YouTube videos. I think I've seen a video where he shows what he eats, and yeah, he eats like crazy. And I think, was it his home gym? Like he have like specific home gym equipment because he's so fucking tall. But it's just funny when you watch the Reacher show. Be like, okay, fucking Reacher, he is fucking huge guy, right? And then he meets that other guy, this guy, right? And he looks so fucking tiny in comparison. He must have done a video though. This guy must have done a video with half 4. I wonder what the size difference is between them. I'm like cooked here though. One shot protection, double reload.
Agent killed. System activated.
I don't need modifiers. Oliver. Who's that? Oh, that's a tall dude. Oh shit.
Entering safe
Jeez.
area.
7'9". What the fuck? You have any clips when he plays basketball? Is he good in basketball? It gotta be like hard to operate the... What the fuck is this? Like he fucking dunks like that, dude. Crazy. So he's 240. That's insane. Well, my plan was to go off 24 minutes ago. I guess we're playing a bit more. Plan was to do a little bit of studying before, like after. First day, right?
Safe area detected.
Play until the prior objective doesn't give exotics, I guess.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Yeah, I think next season should be coming next week, and then, I mean, be like a week full grind then, like usual. I think it syncs up pretty good with school. Been pretty lucky recently. I mean, now we have the last thing in the program, which is a lot of time. Most of it's like you do it yourself, so works out pretty well. Didn't I turn off the directives?
Vital signs critical. Agent.
But yeah, I mean, next season, no matter what, it should have stuff to grind for. You know, the season like normal, then whenever that is done, could just like farm escalation and prototype. I have a feeling though I might get really bored quick of escalation though. We will see. And it's gonna be like a lot of prep farming.
Medical assistance needed.
It's gonna be a lot of prep farming. Or when they add recalibration.
Cease. Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles. Hostile control point identified.
When does this season end? I think it starts right when the season ends. 6 days, 11 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thursday? Thursday is the days they're doing patches, right? Yeah, I mean, it's probably in a week. Probably on Thursday, I would guess then. Let's check another character. Yeah, I think, like, I don't know exactly what my plan is. I think I do want to beat tier 10 solo. But, I mean, for farming, I'm pretty sure farming will be the thing. But I probably will go for, like, at least clearing tier 10 solo before I do any group. But then after that, I probably opt to do group. Because I think that will be the best. Not sure exactly what builds you want to have, though. But I think, like, farming group, have some CC and shit. Something like blue screen should be good. Well, no proto gear? I don't know. Probably not. I'll convert my gear to proto and go from there. It might take me some time because I have to adjust for that playstyle. I just hope I have some nice missions though when it comes out. Guess we can pick this anyway. But yeah, I mean, a new season, what? You want to level season pass? Leveling season pass might not be good in escalation. So, I mean, yeah, we will see what I will start with. I don't know what exotics and stuff we get from season pass, but my guess would be investor, right? The mask is from the climax mission. And then
We need
I think the exotic pistol would be in the season pass, the early level, and then the AR would be like 90.
Bell is ready to take you to Brooklyn.
Like I talked about the AR, and I think it might actually be better than I was thinking for certain stuff. If we take a look here, test server, and honestly, out of these three, I think it have a 20-second uptime, right? Which is quite long. Like as long as you can clear rooms in 20 seconds, right? Then it is really good. I don't know exactly how the stats and all these turns out though, but I assume they are on the higher end. But you have it for 20 seconds. The thing is, if fights are longer than 20 seconds, then I'm not the biggest fan of it. But for missions where you can clear it in 20 seconds... But 20 seconds, man, that is... Do you really clear a room in 20 seconds, though? I think that's too quick, right? You think pistol is master reward, huh? Huh. You know how I would have done it, though? I would have put the investor without a reconfigure. If I was making this game for myself, okay? And didn't give a fuck about anybody else, I would put the investor at the master mission, and I would make it so you would have to farm it there. It would have way higher rolls. It would literally be the best fucking exotic in the game. And then you would just have to farm it over and over again until you get the god roll piece. If I made this game for myself. Like in short, in case you guys don't know. Depending on the attributes you have, not the core, but the free attributes. It doesn't have a mod slot, so you have free attributes. And depending on the color, you get bonuses, right? So if you have 3 red cores, you get 30 crit damage. You have 3 blues, you get 3 armor. You have 1 of each, then you get 1 of each, right? And also, I think it should have something else than crit damage. Amp damage would have been more nice, but can't get it all, I guess. But yeah, I have some stuff to do, so I think I will call it here. I think I have plans for the weekend, but if I don't end up with those plans, I definitely would like to stream. Plan is to make a video for tomorrow, though. In case you're not watching that, I want to make a video covering expertise search, because if I remember correctly, if you deconstruct exotic, you will get 2 exotic components from it. So I will just like use all my exotics tomorrow and deconstruct for mats, if that's the case. I want to do a quick video about that tomorrow. Then also expertise search. Then also probably talk about the PTS notes that they posted. Damage to elite. Yeah. It would be cool to see that stat return in like an exotic or something, maybe. But I mean, they took away it for a reason, but I think on an exotic it would be okay, right? But yeah, maybe I stream tomorrow, maybe not. Maybe someday this weekend. I will at least stream next week. And of course, whenever the season drops, we're gonna be pumping like usual. But thank you guys so much for watching today, chatting, chilling, and all that. And catch you guys soon. Take care.